What's going on, traders? John with Tactical Trading here with our OTC Saturday video. Going to go over quite a few stocks today. Going to touch over them briefly, and then we will have, I know I mentioned it last week, working on some videos, on some isolated videos on some single stocks that are close to the bottom that I think are going to be performing well or recovering well going into the fall. So we'll be looking out for those over the next week or so. We're going to start out with one of the top plays, and this is CYBL. This is CyberLux. Closed at 0.0135. It was up about 7% on Friday on almost 90 million in volume. In fact, it was 87.9 million in volume. We are pink limited information, do have the attorney letter or amended attorney letter in. They're saying that they should, they have no other amendments to make to these filings. They do have detailed filings. This is not like something that has not been in operation for the last 4 or 5 years. All they got to do is, kind of fill out some blanks and some tax forms and put them in. These guys have had operations, so the filings are a little more complicated. They do have Department of Defense contracts and other major contracts, so these filings are a little more intricate than most filings, so that you're going to deal with. So I do anticipate us being pink current possibly Monday morning. I see no later than Wednesday, unless there's other amendments that have to be made, but I highly doubt that. Let's take a look at the chart here. OTC markets is not going to give me a chart. We're just going to have to refresh this. Bear with me 1 second. I'm going to go to candlestick here. We had a massive break in this beautiful chart here, and I know I'm on the 1 year chart, but I want to break this back down to the 6-month chart here. If we look, we did have our rebound after a huge red day on Thursday. So Friday we did have a nice bounce back day. So the back half of this week was rather rough. Wednesday and Thursday and Friday we kind of based out and restabilized here. Nonetheless, the chart still looks good. We are still trending northbound. I mean, on the long term, if we look since mid-June, we do have catalysts coming up. Not a big fan of this big volume red day. We had a lot of volume, so that was a pretty good sell-off on that day. So they kind of had a fluff PR late night on I believe it was Wednesday night. It was all information that was already out there previously, so nothing new. People are kind of looking for the new information. I believe we do get that once we're pink current, and again, I do believe this company's pink current as soon as Monday, possibly maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, but I think by the first half of the week we are pink current. We should get that IR deck. Then we will get some news about these acquisitions, a couple of drone acquisitions possibly, and also possibly solar acquisitions, big contracts. So a lot of catalysts coming up with CYBL. I'm still bullish here. This is a little bit of a longer term swing for me, possibly morphing its way into a long-term hold. We'll see how this comes out. And not to mention, we still go into the security details. We still do have significant share structure cuts coming, with the authorized shares being cut over 11 billion and the outstanding cut over by 700 million. So really still like and still bullish on CYBL. Moving on, excuse me, we're gonna go to APTY. This is another stock we've talked about quite a bit over the last couple months. I think we're ready to start moving now. If we take a look at the chart here, we did have some more filings that came in. Let's just take a look here first at the chart. If we look at the 6-month chart, this is looks like we've found our base for our rebound here. Before news, we're getting some filings coming in. Once we get that, we'll be pink current. We get the Spera stablecoin updates. But just to show you, we'll go down to the filings, and looks like they didn't even report here or show here on. Oh, here they go. The 20th. They got their 2020 year ending of 2020 up there. So we got it now. I believe there's only one set of filings left to go, then the attorney letter, and we should be good to go on APTY at right here at $0.0125. I really like it here. I think this thing's could very well double on any Sparrow stablecoin news, if not better. So still big on APTY. Moving on. We're going to go to AUNXF. This is Xpel Energy. These guys closed up 10% on Friday after taking a beating on Thursday. Actually, here we're going to take a look. They closed at 0.0134, again up 10%. If we take a look at the chart here, just took a whacking, kind of like CYBL. I mean, almost the same exact 2 days. Wednesday and Thursday took a beating, and then Friday kind of rebound a little bit. We had this on last week's video, so if you look at it right here after, right before this big explosion. And, I mean, after these big runs, they do have pullbacks. So you got to keep in mind that we have very high volume on this compared to what, obviously, if you look across the last 6 months, barely any volume. This thing is just getting discovered. Again, 73 million in volume here. And really, there's nothing to show here on the security details. These guys report on the Australian Stock Exchange, the ASX, and they are suspended on the ASX. This is a self-imposed suspension. We could take a look at some of what's been going on and what happened last week of why we got this big explosion here. It's not showing the news here, but they did team up with a crypto company, and let's see right here, Elite Mining, and they have an agreement to power the Bitcoin miners out there. So I thought I'd see that on OTC markets. Sorry for the little, but yeah, they partner with Elite Mining, and they're suspended for pending news. I can see the sell-off, people being scared. They do have 4.6 billion shares. It's not exactly a low float, but it's not, not a terrible float. But again, as we can see here, I mean, they're making moves here, getting into the crypto, to power these crypto mining. Guys, you got to excuse me. But, so I think we're going to see Monday morning, and again, this is all speculation. I don't know when this suspension is going to be lifted by the ASX, but this could be lifted rather soon. We could see this thing lifted Monday, and this is pending news, so we could get some good news. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I definitely keep my very close eye, and I do have a position in AUNXF. So I'm kind of excited about this one. I think if we get some good news, this thing can really take off. We saw EENF take off and run almost 6-7 cents. And then that thing has close to 12 billion shares. And that's a stock people like to compare the two. But they are different. And, I think they're just being compared because they're two foreign oil and gas companies. But quite frankly, AUNXF has quite a significant lower share structure. And if this thing can run to 3 cents, I'd be happy to get a double out of this thing. So, but it could be an exciting week on the pending news. So, really like AUNXF. We're going to move to a company we haven't talked about on this channel before, and this is CYIO, CYIO Corporation. This is a pink current company, closed on Friday at 0.1581, so almost at 16 cents, just down a shade on Friday. The volume of they only had 250,000 in volume, so this is something you really want to watch the volume on. When this volume starts picking up, this is you may see a really big move in this thing, because if you look at the 6-month chart, this thing's down almost from the 70 cent area down to 16 cents. What this company does is these guys are actually finding a way to monetize using crypto as collateral for loans. So this way, like I said, I read a tweet that said that some of the largest mortgage lending companies in the United States are going to be taking cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and other altcoins as payment for mortgages. And these guys are actually leveraging it to a point where there's a lot of guys out here that aren't going to want to get rid of their crypto. These are guys that, at Bitcoin getting near 50K, they think this thing's going to 100K, $250,000. Why am I going to sell my Bitcoin for 50K to buy a house if I can just wait 6 to 8 months and take one Bitcoin instead of using 2 or 3? I mean, you know what I'm saying here. So what this company allows you to do is allows you to keep your Bitcoin, and you use it as collateral to get a loan. So you can still, you keep your crypto as an asset, and you still gain the appreciation as this thing goes up. So if it does, I mean, you're obviously taking a risk. There's obviously risk that crypto could go down, Bitcoin and other. But I'm very bullish on cryptocurrency, blockchain, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other other things on the blockchain. So and cryptocurrency. So I like this company. I really think you should keep an eye on it. This thing ran, and we'll take a look at the annual chart for the 1 year. And you can see in February, I mean, everything ran in February, but nonetheless, you can see this run here. I mean, this thing ran all the way from, basically baselined in the 2 cent area between 2 and 3 cents, perked up right at the beginning of the year. And then they had their merger with, it's Helios. Let me just get this in front of me here. They had their, with Helio Lending, right about here is where they had that Helio Lending merger. And they just took off and exploded all the way up into the almost 85 cents, in fact. Let me see if that's the high. I think about 84.5 cents. Yeah, right there, close to about 85-cent high. So let's take a look at the share structure of this puppy. This thing's absolutely beautiful as far as share structure. We look here, their authorized shares are only 285 million with 110 million outstanding shares. We don't have a number on the restricted or unrestricted, but it looks like only 41 million is held at the DTC. Now, that number is about a year old of being updated, so I'd be looking closer at about the 110 million area, the outstanding shares. That would be my where I'd be looking as far as what the shares are. If it's less, better for us. But again, this is a pink current company. They offer a lending system where you can lend or be borrowed money and not have to lose your cryptocurrency. You can use it as a, is basically collateral for loans. So really like the concept here. And I'm sure you can use it for more than homes. You can use it for autos and other loans, personal loans, and other things of that nature. So this is definitely a stock I want you to keep an eye on. CYIO. I will definitely let you know. I am definitely interested in taking a position. Full disclosure, I do not have a position at this moment. I am looking to take a position here because I am very bullish on this one. And again, that's CYIO. Let's move on. And now we're going to go to right now. Probably, I'd have to say my favorite stock right now for probably the next week or two. Definitely love my CYBL, and a couple of stocks I'm not even mentioning on this, like Fern and some of the other ones that I really like. But GVSI, Good Vibration Shoes. This one closed at 0.052, up 10% on Friday. We still have the stop sign, still no filings. We're going to take a look here at the chart. 18.5 million in volume on Friday. Chart looks absolutely fabulous. Let's just take a look and dial this down to the 6-month chart. Just take a look at this thing. We are about to break a very nice cup and handle here on the chart. I mean, it's not a perfect cup and handle. We had a little perk up here and pullback, but in essence, once we break these 6 cent highs, or just a shade over 6 cents, is 0.0605. it looks like we could break that very soon, and it's right on time for the filings. We should be getting filings very soon. I would imagine next week, the following week. That's speculation on my end, but I'm assuming we're getting the filings very soon. There's a lot of ties. That looks like Swap Protocol may be the company rolling into this shell here. I am not 100% sure. This is absolute speculation on the research that I've done and others have done, before me even. So really like this play. It's a speculative play. It's a gamble. We don't know what's coming in, but we know George Sharp is on this play. Sometimes you gotta kind of gamble on ego, and I think you look at last year how George Sharp ended the year with Humble. He might be looking to end the year with GVSI the same way, hitting a home run and landed one of the top mergers in the OTC or the top merger in the OTC. So even at 5 cents, I really like GVSI. I think this thing has 3-4 bagger written all over it, if not better, especially with Swap Protocol. If they roll into this again, that is pure speculation. But this thing's been churning along long enough. I really think the filings will be coming soon. So very bullish on GVSI. We'll talk about one more play. And this is a play I think everybody should be buying right now. And this is Illustrado Pictures. Yeah, just joking. ILUS. This is ILUS International. They will be getting this taken off pretty soon, I'm pretty sure. They closed at 0.072, up only 1% on Friday. We are pink current. If you watch this channel, you know who ILUS or ILUS International is. This is my top long. They had 11 million in volume going in on Friday. Take a look at the chart here. We're definitely perking up, bouncing off that 4 cent area. Looks like we double bottomed here right in the beginning of June and then mid-August at the 4 cent area. And now this thing's flagging a little bit. We can kind of dial it back to the 1 year, and looks like it's kind of perking up. We've got good news on the horizon, a big European deal, a share reduction coming, multiple share reductions coming, nothing but good news. So you know how I feel about ILUS. I think it's only a matter of time before we're testing those 18 cent highs again, so or at least trading along there. So just, big time backer of ILUS here. I really think they're doing all the right things. Quarter over quarter revenue is just growing astronomically. It's projected to get better in the next quarter and going further. We've got more acquisitions, more contracts, a lot of big things coming here. So very bullish on ILUS. This is definitely one of my very few long holds. So that's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Any comments or questions, please put them in the comment section below. And as always, traders, let's get that money.